Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix, and I'm going to start my next part in my series of doing a original animatronic, or withered, whichever way you would like to take it, but I'm going to actually start from FNAF 2, so I would assume withered. So, you would start off like usual, like how we did in the last episode, what am I doing? Oh, it's Control R. So in my previous part of the series, I did do I practically you know what, I'm confusing myself. Anyway, so this is the body you want, and you kind of can pull it out. You can take the edges so that it kind of scales out a bit. And since this is a withered animatronic, you want it to look not only a bit muscly, like you want it to be very you don't want it to look too like obese or anything. You want it to look pretty muscly, depending on what type, because these animatronics are supposed to look like animatronics that are gonna come eat your face off. So we're basically making Fredbear if he started going to the gym. Okay. So you select all these. I'm gonna scale them out to their side. Then you get this sort of shape, and you can smooth it out. Yeah. Okay. So I'm actually just gonna pull that back in. I kind of like how it was earlier. What did I do? So then you have this. You would normally just go on about your day, but then what I'm going to do is apply subdivision service, tab, and then I'm just going to tear this guy apart. So I'm going to select a bunch of vertices or faces. Okay, I want a large part of his shoulder pulled off. So I'm going to delete, and no, that's too big. Let's try faces. Well, obviously that's what most people would select, but then what you want to do now is make it look as like bent and metallic as possible. So you could subdivide it again to get that sort of effect of, yeah, okay, so we can apply, holy crap. I was gonna say crap, but vocabulary. I'm not really sure what I just did to my character. I either made him super smooth. Yeah, I forgot to you. Okay, so I have this little shoulder cut. I'm going to go into Modify, Solidify, and now we have this nice little effect. You can make it a bit deeper, but I'm going to... Yeah, okay, so now it looks a bit more... Yeah, that way. So, now we are going to do the belly part, because I forgot that in the last part of the series. I did that in my utility video. So this time it's going to actually be a part of our character. So UV sphere, scale it down. Yeah, you know the drill. But I'm going to repeat it in case this is the first time you've either tuned into my channel. And that reminds me, please check out my gaming videos. And if you don't like them, please just comment and say what you would like, because I've been getting a lot of not very kind comments in one of these videos I made, Rise of the Epic Scout RP, and I'm not really liking the so-called support I am receiving for it. So if you're one of those people, please try to be a bit more appropriate, either with your words or just kind of live with it. I made a video, it wasn't great, fine, but you can't go around speaking about people the way you were. But anyway, enough with the life lesson, Diswax. We can scale this down. Just do whatever you can to make it look bent, destroyed, and just messed up. So I'm doing this here because I want to create a very fun, interesting effect, so that it kind of doesn't look like I just kind of did this in like 20 minutes, which I did not. Then we're gonna put the same solidify modifier. And since this will be like the main bear part, where because if you think about it, engineers would probably make this a solid object. So logical thing to do would be to like just fill it in straight, but that wouldn't look too nice. So what we are going to do, that doesn't look great though. What I could do is I could go tab, could just select a bunch of these. Okay, not what I want. A bunch of these, and delete faces. Yes. So now we have a bit more of a realistic looking hole. It's a bit too square though, but I'll perfect that maybe in the utility part. So here's our very slightly broken animatronic, and probably gonna want to pause just while I get all the holes and stuff in. Alright guys, so now that I've detailed my entire mesh, my character, I'm quickly just gonna set up the material. You know what, never mind, forget the material. So, we're gonna open a different layer, create cylinder, and wait a second. I wanna just quickly set this to 0 because, why are you not being obedient? Okay, so, just a casual normal cylinder, which we'll change in a second. Kind of scale it down to about an endoskeleton sort of size. Then scale it out to be the sort of like body of the endoskeleton, I guess. Shift D, duplicate it, and rotate it about 90 degrees, I believe. Not that way, not that way. Okay, yeah, that way, 90. To the point where you get this little fan sort of thing. You pull it up to about there. Shift D, rotate it to, yeah, about 50 degrees. I'm not really sure if that's correct though. Then you're going to wanna, you wanna make like a very, you wanna make this in a like structural sort of way, that sort of like structural way. Then I want this to be, well, we all want it to be negative 50. Then we have the exact same thing. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's about right. So then you can just connect everything. Control J, then you can just smooth everything out. Yeah, but don't subdivide it or you'll get something super ugly looking like that. So then you go into our first layer. You'll find that, you have a pretty nice looking endoskeleton, but then I'm just gonna shrink this side down a bit. In fact, actually, we can use that floor as a, creative way of thinking, so we can kind of just select a bunch of random holes and yeah, then we delete them, faces, and there you go. Have a little gap where this thing will stick out, and then you can pull that back, maybe like pull that a bit forward, pull it down a bit. Wow, 8 minutes, that is a while. So now we roughly have our starting point. We have our starter. So, and also I think I might want to pull this up an almighty bit. Yeah, and then you can just like add a large hole, but I think I might just leave it for now. So guys, this is roughly what maybe you could have. Oh, and just by the way, how I did all of these little dents here, I went tab into edit mode, select random, and then I selected my random and I scaled them down. So you can do that on objects to make them look a bit more displaced. Wow, my goodness. Scale it down. So you just want to add a ball joint. And like I said when I was doing my ball joints in my previous part, I said I was going to add this little crease sort of thing in the middle, which is actually what I want to do now. Alt, not what I want. Alt, Alt, please can you just work with me here? There we go. So, you can maybe like scale it down. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it somehow. So yeah, now you have that little crease, just because it's an endoskeleton, you want it to look as mechanical as possible. So you want a very butt cheek sort of thing. Pull that down to the point where it at least like fits into the bar, and then you can do the same with the other side. Haven't even added textures in this thing. Looks already pretty cool. And then okay, so I'm gonna 180 degrees on this, and yeah, so that kind of concludes what we have. This is gonna be a very long series, knowing that there's going to be a lot of detail put into this. I mean, you could always leave that to the textures, or you could be creative, make fancy body parts like this and that. And yeah, so you can be creative like that, but I really quickly, because I'm almost out of time for this vid, you can just use the same method as we did previously. You can go back to that tutorial, the arms and body one. I'm just gonna pause here since I hope maybe you can like go check that out. Alright, so we have what we did in the previous part. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull this part down also, just because. And then you can quickly go into this, subdivide it, and then subdivide about 3 times, apply, oh, yeah, right, apply, and then you get a billion and one faces, or, yeah, whatever you want to call them, random. And then you can scale them down. In fact, I actually do not want to use that. So now you have like 800 billion faces. You can scale that down. I just need a lot more. The lag takes over. I don't want it a whole bunch because it's gonna look terrible then. Oh, wow. This looks like something that came out of Minecraft. So yeah, you get the gist. You practically just want... I am not sure I'm happy with my life choices at the moment. So yeah, I practically just do that, and you design it, make it look special, and just make sure it looks messy, old, and disheveled. That's mainly what my goal is here. Whether the lag takes over my computer, doesn't matter. Right now, I really want a very disheveled look. Smooth. Yeah, okay. Damn that lag. I'm not even in texture mode. Texture mode, this thing's good. The lag is gonna stab a hole through my heart. But anyway, guys, so you get the gist with the body parts. You just make it look very well, in this case, laggy. Where are you? Exploit. I guess so, like I was saying, my recording froze once again, because it's not the best recorder. So, you can just add your body parts. Maybe I'll show you how to make, like, an endoskeleton arm in the next episode. But, guys, just making a withered animatronic isn't just modeling. You have to be very creative, which is, possibly why most of you started animation. Which is one of the reasons I started animation. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And, yeah, see you in the next vid. And drop a like and subscribe, I forgot to mention that. So, as I was saying, see you in the next video.